Hi, MennoNerds. In our last topic, I asked about Anabaptist distinctives, and thanks for those great responses. One of the things that usually appears high on the list is pacifism, or perhaps a better term would be peacemaking. Earlier this week, as I'm sure anybody listening knows, Donald Trump became president-elect of the most powerful country in the world, which is also home to some of our vloggers. I'm Canadian, personally, but the impact will definitely reach us as well. Trump is well known to promote a lot of hateful things against immigrants, against women, against black people, against Muslims, against the LGBTQ community. I don't need to run through a list of the daily news that we have received that should leave us concerned about him wielding the power that he now has. These attitudes are at odds with the peace that we value as Anabaptists. With that said, in some ways, the work of the church hasn't changed. We are to be peacemakers, to bring God's shalom into the world. The context may have changed in significant ways, and I don't want to undervalue that. But that was our call on Monday, and still is our call today. It's also Remembrance Day in Canada, as I record this, or Veterans Day in the US. Today, we remember those who died in violent conflicts around the world. One tradition here is to wear a little plastic poppy over our heart as an act of remembrance in the days leading up to and including November 11th. Mennonite Central Committee has also offered something else to be worn instead of or as well as a poppy, as your convictions lead you. It's a pin that says, "To remember is to work for peace." Even if you don't hold a strict pacifism, as Anabaptists traditionally do, this is such an important idea. We can't simply feel sad about distant violence for a few minutes of silence on Remembrance Day, and then move on as usual. To truly remember, and to truly honor those sacrifices, we must work for peace at local and global levels. So, for this topic, I would like to hear ideas for practical peacemaking actions. One of our member podcasts, Shalom in the City with Oshida Muro, is very good at approaching this question. So to those listening, I also recommend that resource. But right now, I'd like to hear from our vloggers. These practical acts of peacemaking are particularly important in the age of Trump and the anger and division that his movement represents. So, what can we do in our daily lives to combat hatred with love and violence with peace? I look forward to hearing your ideas.